Oh, what's the vortex? Well, the vortex is the future you that you've created through sifting through the data of life. Have a nice day. Goodbye. You say, wait. The vortex is the future me. Well, how do I catch up with the future me? We say, by focusing in the direction of what feels good. Have a nice day. Goodbye. And you say, wait. How do I know? How do I know what feels good? And we say, you got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. You know what feels good and what doesn't feel good. You know what feels better. You know what thoughts bliss you out and what thoughts bum you out. You know which friends you like to spend time with and which friends you don't. You know what conversations you want to have with each other and what conversations you don't want to have. You know, you can tell what you're leaning to, what feels good and what doesn't. Your guidance system is active within you, you see. And something that you all know that is a really wonderful thing to acknowledge, you know who you are. You know that you're source energy in physical bodies. You know that you're creators. You know that you have access to the energy that creates worlds flowing through you. You know that you have an emotional guidance system. You know that your emotions indicate your relationship with who you really are. You know about this gap and you know what to do about it. You know the vortex is a reality. You've been there, you've experienced it, and you know what it feels like when it spits you out. But most important, you know how to get back in. You know everything you need to know in order to not get the stuff done you think you need to do, but to live the joyous life that you came here to live. Nothing's broken. Nothing's incomplete. You didn't come here to paint another painting or to build another empire. You didn't come here to educate someone about something that they don't know. You didn't come to take segments of the population and bring them into the light. You didn't come to fix a broken world. It isn't broken, and you knew it when you came. You came for the fun of getting to experience contrast and to feel ideas born within you that took you breathtakingly beyond where you were standing at the time. You came for the thrill of learning how to focus in the direction of what feels good. You came for the thrill of doing that, and you came for the thrill of the emotional movement of moving into lighter, softer, less resistant energy. You came for the ride on the river. You came for the thrill of alignment. And you came to do it again and again. You remember the amusement park? You remember that really fun ride? Esther liked the big wooden roller coaster. First time she rode it, it was too scary to stand. Second time, it was not so scary. Third time was really fun. So she just got in line and wrote it again, and 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 got in line and wrote it again, got in line and wrote it again. Her mother said, "Aren't you tired of that?" No. Once I got over being afraid, it thrills me every time. Fortunately, they only stayed one day. Thrilling and thrilling and thrilling and thrilling to write it again and again and again. Because of this gathering, even though even here in this remarkable gathering where we hold you in the palm of our hand mostly, the vortex has occasionally, even here in this room, spit you out a bit. But you have been in the vortex for a longer period of time than is normal for anyone, which means your future experiences, your immediate future, is transformed from what it would have been if you had not been here. So your homework, there isn't any of that. No, there is. Your homework is to watch for the evidence of your improved vibrational vantage point. Your point of attraction has shifted. It is our promise to you. And the manifestations will indicate it in your dreams and in what you want to call your real life experience. And meanwhile, we want you to know that while you are working on shoring up and improving your real life experience, you have contributed mightily to the vortex of creation that will serve generations to come. This gathering is because we don't think you should have to wait until you are part of the future generation in order to experience the benefit of what you are living. We don't think you should have to croak to get into the vortex. We think that you now know how to do it. We are there for you and calling you. Are we available to you? And the answer is yes. You will hear some of what we've said on the recordings if you hear them again. And you will notice that we've put things for the future you on those recordings. So enjoy the unfolding of that which is you and feel our unequivocal, indescribable appreciation for your willingness to come and play this contrasting game on planet Earth of taking life and thought and all that is beyond that which it has been before. So you don't need to worry about things going bad, because the well-being is the part that is captured. You sift around in the contrast to know what you don't want, but when you croak, everything that you knew that you didn't want ceases to be active because you're not focused upon it. Unless you've trained somebody else to focus upon it. First time we've said that, that's worth noting. In other words, when you know what you don't want, it's active in your vibration. But when you croak, it won't be. What will be active in your vibration then is what you do want as a result of knowing what you don't want. Do you follow that? So if you haven't passed on your opinion, your story, if you haven't made vivid movies and put up big monuments all over the place, oh, but wait, you've done that. So you are, without meaning to, you are passing on your bad experiences to future generations. But still no worry, because those future generations are well prepared for anything that you might dig up from your past and give them. And in your secular culture, you call that the generation gap. You say, oh, these kids, they just don't see it the way we see it. And we say, isn't that a nice thing? They don't see it the way you see it because you've trained yourself away from the well-being, in most cases, the longer you live. And the new ones coming in aren't having any of that, you see. So well-being abounds because the recycling of the human experience is seeing to it. New fresh ones are coming in. Old cranky ones are croaking and leaving the mix of vibration. And those like you are tuning yourself before you croak into vibrational alignment with who you really are. And so Jerry Nestor's artist friend, or any of you who are now capturing in a deliberate way an understanding of what deliberate creating is, you understand that life is going to help you to define what you want, and that the inner being within you is going to say yes to that and hold it steady and call you toward it. And when you reach for the thought that allows you to move in the direction of it, you're going to feel good while you do it, and you're going to experience the culmination of that creation. But the culmination is not what it's about. It's the closing the gap. The fun of life is to expand because of your synthesizing of contrast and focusing something better out of it, and then focusing with deliberate determination in the direction of the better world. When you see something around your world that upsets you, you ask for something better. But if you continue to focus upon the problem, join the online chat groups, sign up for those newsletters, watch those television programs that are complaining about that issue relentlessly and endlessly on 24-hour news cycles, then what happens is, even though you have created something better, you are holding yourself apart from it. And you know what? That keeps you from being happy. You might say, but it didn't have anything to do with me. I launched that rocket about people who live on the other side of the world. And we say every rocket you launch has everything to do with you because it is your creation. It is tied to you. It is part of who you are. You became a seer of a better world. And if you let the world that exists dissuade you from seeing the better world, it's not just not letting the better world come through your viewpoint faster that is at stake. It's your very own happiness. It's your very own health. It's your very own beingness, because you're not the creator of a better world. You're not the creator of a car or an empire. You're not the creator of a relationship only. You are the creator of you. You are the creator of you having those experiences. This universe is managed by the powerful law of attraction. And what that means is, when you offer a vibration, what matches it comes to it. So can you even begin to imagine? It's not easy for you from your physical format. What must be amassing around the source energy part of you? The part of you that only focuses upon love and well-being and expansion. Can you imagine what that vortex of creation must be like that is swirling? That's what eternity is based upon. It is physical beings coming forth and exploring and knowing what they don't want, and then more clearly sending a vibrational rocket of desire about what they do want. And when that rocket of desire emanates from you, the source part of you receives that rocket and becomes it vibrationally and literally, and holds steady to that newly amended asking eternally. And when that occurs, law of attraction then begins to amass all compatible components. So hear this. So here you are, billions of you, banging around together, knowing what you don't want, sending out rockets of what you do want. So let's say your planet's in a bit of upheaval, maybe economic, which causes you to ask for more stability, maybe ecological, which causes you to ask for more stability, maybe some of the peoples of your planet are warring, making you ask for more harmony. So as you are asking, billions of you, for more stability, for more well-being, for more harmony, the source energy part of you is receiving each and every one of those requests and holding it as the eternal promise of your future. And this is the part that we really, really want you to hear. Law of attraction responding to those requests. Law of attraction responding to that focused, pure asking. Law of attraction's response is causing an assembling of all cooperative components. This is something that most of our physical friends have a hard time wrapping their thoughts around, because you are so physically oriented. You are so accustomed to looking at the knock on wood, what I can see and hear and smell and taste and touch, aspects of your environment, that you miss sometimes altogether the fact that you are, and everything else is, and everyone else is, a vibrational being. Everything is vibrational. And so when these rockets of desires emanate from you, leading edge creators out here on the leading edge of thought, when those rockets of desires emanate from you, source receives them and becomes them, and a vibrational vortex of creation is assembled. We're not kidding you. It must happen. It always happens before there is ever any physical manifestation. When you try to tell the story of how your earth came to be, you're not even close to understanding that everything is vibrational first. Everything is thought, focused thought. And when focused thought is held longer, it becomes form. It becomes the material, manifestational world that you know. So when we speak to you today, all day, and we will, about these rockets of desire and about this vibrational vortex of creation that is assembling on your behalf, we want you to understand that this is not some airy-fairy metaphysical talk of some dead person who understands vibration and is trying to make some fairy tale to make it easier for you to understand the concept of it. This vortex, this vibrational vortex, is a reality that is the precursor of everything that you know to be reality. It's not something to be sloughed off. It is vivid and real. What you are asking for has been answered and is done. And all cooperative components have been vibrationally assembled. The question that you really want to ask yourself, am I in my physical body, having banged around and having known what I don't want and having asked and asked and asked and asked, and now source and non-physical and law of attraction have assembled all cooperative components? Am I a cooperative component? Am I in a vibrational stance that this vortex can take me in and show me the answer, show me the answers to my questions and the solutions to my problems, show me the manifestations to what I have carved out of my life experience? And the answer is held in the way you feel in any moment in time. If you are full of love, you're in the vortex. You're in the vortex and you are seeing the obvious unfolding. The next logical step just keeps showing up for you. You're in the right place at the right time. You rendezvous with the right people. You're having fun along the way. New ideas keep being born. You never have a moment's doubt. You are knowing who you are.